Here's Joshua Carty ready to get this one started.
And off we go from MetLife Stadium.
And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the former Cal Bear, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Rodgers going to come out throwing.
Open man here is Conklin. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
Coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end. Let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Rodgers now to throw.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
They'll run for the first time with Breece Hall.
And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 43, here's a 2nd and 5.
Throwing now is Rodgers.
He completes that to Garrett Wilson.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
A give running right is Hall. Down to the 42, 2nd down.
I think if we put together a job description for a middle linebacker, we would start with being able to hold down things in the middle of the line of scrimmage and be able to take on blockers. But how about the guys who can go sideline to sideline and make plays?
Love a guy that can do that. We saw a perfect example of it right there. Now Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 30. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
Really a solid start here on the opening drive, Charles. He's now 4 of 4, and they're already in plus territory.
Brandon, he's been so precise to start this game, like we're watching an operation taking place right now. Master surgeon at work.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
On first down, right back to Hall.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. And now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here to put.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Well, down here, I thought they were going to hand that off. Instead, a well-designed play and the pitch and catch for the touchdown.
And I wonder who came up with it. Was it a call from the bench? Did the quarterback have a good idea and suggest it? In any event, clearly an effective play call. They saw something they liked in coverage, and they targeted it for the short yardage throw.
And the perfect way to cap their opening drive. Carlson's extra point up and good.
And that makes the score 7-0.
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
So out come the Rams now for their first possession. Leading the charge at quarterback, the former Georgia Bulldog, Matthew Stafford.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
Stafford and the Rams come up 1st and 10.
At their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
They'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Off of play action. Here's Stafford. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Allen. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So he stopped for no gain. 3rd and 7 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing is Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the 1st down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. To the air again, Stafford.
Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Inside the 10.
And he brings this one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Still in the first quarter, but what a great start for them. I mean, they've controlled the airways, Charles, on both sides. They had the passing touchdown. Then they intercept the pass of the other squad and take it back for another score.
Brandon, I know we have a ton of time left, but what an early backbreaker they just delivered. They're up early, and they appear to be totally dialed in. And that offense, they're forced to run right back out, still shaking up a bit, but feeling the pressure to put something on the scoreboard. They've got to be careful here.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. They find themselves in a good-size hole here, and a good-size hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. First run now for Kyron Williams. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a second down and 6.
Now a play fake it at Stafford.
This one swung out to Williams.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a Rams first down on a pickup of 10.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
A quick throw caught by Kupp out wide.
If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Here's Stafford.
Looking for Cooper Kupp again, 2 in a row. And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as he's going to get this down to the 45-yard line.
They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues. So in jet territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now it's Stafford. That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
That's to the second-year man, Puka Nacua.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be second down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stafford. It's complete to Robinson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick six just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Stafford. This is caught, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Colby Parkinson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Rams are back within a score.
Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make our score 14-7. That time, a 9-play drive. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
Byron Young, the one who got in and finished that play off.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. Third and long coming up.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
3rd and 20.
Now it's Rodgers.
This one deep for Wilson.
And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets.
And a fair catch taken here right at about the 40-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They begin the drive with Williams.
And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line.
This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. The two big plays right in succession as this one goes for 27.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
To throw is Stafford. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
I don't care what sport you're playing. Everyone likes to build up a little momentum, don't they? And look at this, back-to-back completions to the big target at tight end.
That one not as profitable as the other, but still a decent gain.
This is a 2nd and 4, ball at the 9.
From the gun, here's Stafford. He's got it. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. On 2nd and goal, standing alone in the backfield is Williams. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown.
Kyron Williams
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Rams are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So the drive there took 6 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyron Williams touchdown run.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Well, now how about this return? He's to midfield. Still going past the 30. And he will score. Touchdown, Jets. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him, kick it to him. The way he runs as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there.
Carlson on for the extra point.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field.
We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
Stafford now to throw. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Under a minute to go. Clock running and a back-and-forth first quarter of play. Now Stafford.
Pass complete there to Nakua.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Stafford.
Connecting with Cup here on the out route.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd down and 11. Now Stafford. Allen has it left side. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Back to throw, Stafford. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Now Stafford on 3rd and goal. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Colby Parkinson, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Rams are an extra point away from drawing level. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
Point after here coming up. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 24.
Now Hall to start the drive.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
To throw, it's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down. Here's Rodgers to throw.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes, those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB.
After the interception, here's Stafford. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards there for number 15. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Throwing is Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. They'll hand it off now. Williams.
Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Make that now 3 first-half touchdown passes for Matthew Stafford.
And the Rams have taken the lead.
And down near the goal line here, they're able to throw it in.
And the key word, quick. Quick hitter, out of his hands fast, into the receiver's hands even faster.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And it's good. That makes it a 28-21 game. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the result for the Rams, a touchdown. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
And now out come the Jets.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Rodgers going to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted.
And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
And the L.A. offense ready for this next possession. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10.
Here's Stafford. Throw right side, complete to Williams.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that will bring up second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now it's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp.
And Kupp going to pick up a Rams first down as the tackle is made right at the 25-yard line.
It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
Operating from the gun. Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Kyren Williams
with his second touchdown here in this first half.
And the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays.
And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go.
They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. He hits Adams, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain there of 21 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That really sets them back. A loss of 6.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Tough spot looking at 2nd and 16 here after the big loss. Throwing is Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
And this offense on 3rd down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Rodgers.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Back to the ground with Hall.
And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now 2nd and 3.
Rodgers now to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson.
And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
They'll run with Hall.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. They'll run with Allen. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 5-yard touchdown.
And the Jets have got it back to within a score. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Now Carlson for the extra point.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. A 10-play drive that time, and it ends with a Jet touchdown.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Stafford. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
Here's 3rd and 3.
Stafford now to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Good, strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On the counter, here's Williams. Fights through him. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
The 1st down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Here's 3rd and 7.
Now Stafford.
That to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air.
Aaron Rodgers and the Jets back out there.
Last series, the ball never hit the ground. 6 of 6, touchdown pass, so whatever he did then, do it again, right?
Yeah, it reminds me a lot of when I watched the best quarterbacks throw 7-on-7 or even routes versus air. They're accurate. The receivers catch it. The ball never touches the ground. Or if you want to take it to basketball, a well-executed fast break, right? Pass, 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 finish at the rim, basket. Yeah, ball never hits the ground there either.
To throw is Rodgers. Throwing to start the drive.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. He's been a busy man here in this one, and they're showing off some nice footwork to stay in bounds.
And with those types of catches and the volume that we've seen in this game, wouldn't you keep him busy as well?
I would.
Of course. You got to keep throwing it to him. He keeps making plays.
Throwing now is Rodgers. Going to look deep for Wilson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Excellent coverage here on the play from Cameron Curl.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
This offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And you get a look at the numbers, they don't even tell the whole story. This has been a tremendous performance to this point.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Now Stafford. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Out of the gun, Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Stafford looks to throw again.
A throw left sideline falls incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
2nd and 10.
Throwing is Stafford. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Here's Stafford.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw in coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. Boy, plenty of distance there as he banks it in.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Xavier Gipson now from his end zone. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Second down and 3. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That one taken in by Corley. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath, as we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The Rams got a nice throwback performance from their veteran quarterback, Matthew Stafford. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Rams offense and Matthew Stafford set to take over once again. And we'll take you through some of the highlights here. You'll notice he had a hand in a lot of them so far. He's got this offense rolling right now. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would. And in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about seeing defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far. Now it's Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Stafford. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, it's too early to figure out what kind of adjustments this defense made at halftime, but that's a good start to the second half. They can not afford to give up more points and fall further behind, so well done to force the punting situation here.
Here comes the Rams punter now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. .43 yards on the punt, return of 4, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively, just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. This completes a Corley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards that time for number 14.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Here's Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
And we constantly talk about people being on the same page. In this situation, the two of them saw the play with the same eyes. They understood where the open spaces were going to be, and they found a way to get there to pick up a new set of downs.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Rams offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Pass complete there to Nakua. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 31-yard line. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
To throw is Stafford. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
Well, it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
Here's Stafford. And it's caught. Touchdown. Fourth touchdown pass of the game for Matthew Stafford. And the Rams are able to stretch out their lead.
Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
Extra point attempt to follow here. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
And New York set to take the field.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Rodgers going to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Hall on a give up the middle. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. That's Hall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 3. Give to Hall running right.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
43 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, They've got to pay it off with some points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hall again.
Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They'll give to Hall. Oh, and fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line.
Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
To throw is Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide is a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive.
And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Rams offense and Cooper Kupp making their way back out. And you see the numbers for him into this 3rd quarter. They just pop off the screen. He has been open throughout.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
This now a 10-point game, so things tightening a little bit after that last score.
That'll be caught by Kupp. Even with the nice move, can't go very far. Stop short of the 30. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Stafford.
That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first.
Well, they can put him in a number of different places. In line, H-back, put him in the slot. In this case, they put him out wide. Matchup nightmare. Who are you going to send out to cover him? And he picks up a 1st down with that catch.
Play action. Stafford. Open man right side is Kupp, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Charles, he's now over 400 yards passing in this one. It feels like he has a zillion completions. Just a very memorable effort from a guy that we thought could be in line for a big game, and he has exceeded our expectations.
That he has, and I'm not really surprised at all because when you look at this offensive unit, they are loaded across the board. And, of course, the guy throwing them, he's a big-time player himself. They brought it from start to finish and really helped get the better of the opposing secondary.
Pushing his way through. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
84 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 6.
Off of play action, here's Stafford.
And this one's going to sail on him a bit, and it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. A shotgun snap for Stafford.
He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
So on 4th down, Sean McVay going to send out the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they're content to take the 3. Somewhat of a conservative call there, opting not to go for it on 4th and inches.
And that's from a team that you and I know is not usually playing it close to the vest. It's a little bit of a surprise that they opted for the 3 instead of going for it.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air.
Oh, that's sweet.
What an effort.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Here's a give to Hall. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's a gain of nearly 40 yards on third and medium to pick up the first.
They made that way too easy for them. No one is supposed to be that open against an NFL defense. Once he caught the ball, there wasn't anybody close enough to stop him. And he was able to continue downfield after making the catch.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Straight ahead is Hall.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Byron Young, who ranged in that time and stopped him for a loss.
The job of any linebacker involves having enough strength to fight off a blocker and get to ball carriers, but in this case, I think we can safely say he beat him right off the snap to get into the backfield and make that play.
Hall again on 2nd down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Conklin.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that gets him back within 10.
So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
Carlson back out there now to send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So both offenses come to life here in this 3rd quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. Now Stafford.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Out of the gun, Stafford. Man open is Robinson. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense, because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Stafford. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
They had their backs up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
Now a man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to...
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by DJ Reed. And the Jets are right back in this football game. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy, because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
New York set to take the field. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 15. They'll try and start this drive in the air. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Throwing now is Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Rodgers to throw once more. He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, 1st down. Handoff, running left. Here's Hall. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 94 yards rushing now on 23 carries so far.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what?
Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10, down at the 31.
They'll go again with Hall.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
A quick throw out to Adams on the perimeter. And it appears we've got a member of the Rams shaken up on that last play. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Caught by Wilson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Rodgers.
That one taken in by Corley. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Rodgers.
Toward the pylon, but it's incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
A handoff for Hall.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. To throw is Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
It's Davante Adams hauling it in from Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Carlson's extra point up and good.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. This offense and their running back headed back onto the field. And he's been the focal point of this offense. And when you get a performance like this, you can almost invariably add that the offensive line play has also been stellar. And that's definitely been the case here.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Here's Stafford. Now that'll be caught by Cup. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Stafford to his #1 guy, Cup, for a Los Angeles first. And with that pass CD, he's now over 400 yards in the game. And even in a pass-first league, that is still a tough benchmark to hit.
And all week leading up to this one, all we read, heard about was the confidence he had that he could put up big numbers. Kudos to him for coming out here with that belief in himself and for making it happen.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams.
And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 44.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
The Rams on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
This has been a tremendous drive to this point, and this is all you want, playing with a lead in the fourth quarter. If you can keep the ball on the ground, keep the sticks moving, you're going to be in good shape to finish this one off.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here.
And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
They run it again with Williams. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Matthew Stafford does it again. 5 touchdown passes. And the Rams will add to their fourth quarter lead. Well, that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index, because now it's a 2-score game here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen,
They absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout.
A try here for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
A 10-play drive that time.
And it ends with Cooper Kupp on the receiving end of the touchdown pass.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36.
And New York set to take the field.
Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Here's Rodgers to throw.
Oh, the slant connects with Davante Adams. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake in the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, it's Rodgers.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Now Rodgers. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets have cut it back within a score.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Carlson on for the extra point.
And the lead is down to a field goal now. A drive there of just 4 plays. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
From the gun, here's Stafford. That's into the hands of Parkinson, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try and run down some clock with Williams. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Second and 5. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have a Rams first down, and that should be the one that finishes this game off. Again, it's Williams. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They give it to Williams, running right. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. You can really tell right now both sides have amped up the aggressiveness. That time the offense winning the aggression battle.
And the defense was obviously aiming for the football, maybe a little bit more so than the runner himself, and that's why he was able to break through and get the gain that he did.
The Rams go victory formation as they take the knee. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory.
Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something, and they did in this one. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout, but instead they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
And, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com.
With that, we say so long from MetLife Stadium.